Time to bring the bass back.
Mix is the beat of our culture. Your music.
I thank God for the opportunity to make music and for that music to be on a platform for people to come out and love.
Your stories.
It's gold for the Philippines.
The next generation of creators, artists, and filmmakers.
We bring you the latest and greatest impacting people from our community.
Spotlighting inspiring content from Generation Mix.
It's just a true honor to be able to do this, especially with all the great Filipino talent here.
Discover fresh artists first from around the world. Uniquely Filipino.
Step back three. He has got that.
Mix is the beat of our culture.
Hey guys, it's Sabbath 2Ebs and welcome to this MYXclusive interview. Hello to everybody who's tuning in live here on all of our social media platforms. Thank you so much for taking time out of your day and joining us here. But I'm so excited because I will be having two very special guests who will be joining me, and they are two very talented artists who recently collaborated on a track, which is highly relatable, I would feel, for a lot of us. It's called Could Have Been a Phone Call. So everybody, please welcome for the first time ever on MYXclusive, we have Zeke, Finn, and Nombe. Woo!
Yo.
Hello. Hey guys. How are you?
I'm doing great. I'm traveling through Europe right now. In Berlin currently, and going to Copenhagen, Amsterdam, and London next. And wishing I was home in Hawaii, but it's not so bad.
Definitely. I love this vibe coming from you here today. But thank you for joining us. I know you're in Germany right now. I know you're very busy, but thank you so much for taking time out of your day and joining us. But how have you been, Zeke? How's life?
What's up? Hey, I'm good. I'm here in bright, sunny Los Angeles. Although it happens to be night, so there is no sun. Everything is great. Yeah, really excited about the track that we just put out. And happy to see Nombe over across the seas in Germany right now.
Yeah, we're all three of us are in different parts of the world. Thank God for the internet that we can do stuff like this. You're in LA, Nombe's in Germany. I'm in the Philippines. So bringing the world together at this in this interview. But thank you so much for joining us here, you guys. And like you mentioned, Zeke, really excited to have your collaboration out with Nombe not too long ago, obviously. So how did this collaboration between the two of you actually come about? Like, how did you two link up for this
one? Originally, I actually heard about Nombe from my ex-girlfriend. I know. He was like, you gotta hear this guy. I heard him on the radio. He's making like that next level music. And I was like, all right, I gotta meet this guy. I really wanted to impress her. And I saw a week or two later he was playing at a music festival in LA. And so like I hopped in an Uber, hopped in the car on the way there, trying to figure out how I could get into the festival. Found out the name of his manager. You get to the line. There's a general admission, artist VIP line. Go to the artist line. It said I was his manager. He gave me the backstage pass. Went into the festival. Went backstage right as he was coming off of his set, and then he walked up to me and I was like, hey, what's up, dude? Told him like part of this story. And I was like, yeah, I gotta take a selfie with you, send it to my ex, make her wish that she wasn't my ex.
Yeah.
And then I got his email and sent him some music, and he hit me back and was like, oh, this music's actually good. Like, let's be in touch. And we stayed in touch for a while until I sent him this song, essentially.
my jaw has like been open the whole time that you told that story. It seems like a movie. That's crazy. That is so crazy. I'm in shock. Obviously, guys, Zeke doing the most. Doing the most, you know. He had a calling. He wanted to meet Nombe. He went out there and did it, and now we're all here together. Amazing. Props to you, Zeke.
Here we are.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I didn't even get back with that ex-girlfriend, but instead I became friends with this guy.
Yeah. I mean, life, you know, what a funny little thing. Obviously, life, an amazing thing. But Nabe, hearing like obviously that story and how it played out, and now that you guys actually work together, how does it feel? You know, having Zeke just kind of just, you know, manifest this kind of thing to happen too.
It's really hilarious. I mean, I never had a song that came together in this way for this reason, and I was pretty honestly also pretty amazed at his, you know, at his guts. Almost said the wrong word here. But no, Zeke is the kind of person that when he puts his mind to it, he makes things happen, and he's proven that several times now. And I think that's exactly what, you know, what it takes to also find success in anything, I think. And the song, when he sent it to me, I loved it immediately. Awesome. And yeah, I just wanted to be a part of it, you know. Sorry for the construction noise, by the way. This is the best spot I was able to find at 9 a.m. in Berlin, but
No worries, Nombe. We know you tried, and we appreciate the effort. Waking up too at 9 a.m. That's really, really early. So thank you so much for joining us still. But yeah, I agree. That is some go-getter attitude that a lot of us can definitely learn from. And this makes me love the track even more, like 100 times more now after hearing the story of how you actually linked up for this collaboration. But see, could you tell us a little bit more about how could have been a phone call actually came together? Like what inspired it?
Well, like the hook, you know, that I wrote at first, basically it's based off of a real life event. I got two texts from a girl that I was seeing, and one said I think we need to talk, and then the next text said maybe you should come over. And I was like, well, these are two like juxtaposed messages. So like, of course I did go over there, and she basically told me like, yeah, I think I got to get back with my ex, you know, you got to give that a try. And as I was literally like halfway through my glass of wine, I looked at her, you know, this could have been a phone call. And but then the night kind of took a different shift, and I didn't exactly go home in that moment. You can fill in the blank to your own imagination, and spend more time there.
Yeah.
And then the next day it actually was over. So there was like a lot of mixed emotions going on, and I happened to have a session booked that next day. And so I showed up with my producer. I was like, what are you going to write about? I'm like, well, pretty much this.
That's crazy. Turning obviously that like experience, which you said, you know, a lot of mixed emotions and like spilling it into a song, I think, is a talent that not everybody has, but I feel like we wish we did to kind of have like a release from something like that. And I said like a while ago, it is something that is very relatable for a lot of people. I feel like we've had a lot of situations in our lives that, you know, presented itself to us and we're like, oh, this could have been a phone call or even an email. You know, I feel like people say that this could have been an email, you know, instead of a meeting. So I feel like a lot of people definitely had that experience. But how about you, Nombe, when Zeke actually did approach you with this song, you said you loved it right away. Was it something that you could maybe like relate to as well?
Yeah, I can definitely relate to it. I think we've all had those relationships, when people lead us on as well, and I'm no stranger to that. And but when I heard it, it was really the production and the hook that he wrote that I fell in love with, and he was gracious enough to let me produce a little bit. I had a few ideas, and then finally, when I was in LA, we actually got to meet up and work in person and work very quickly. And to me, coming back to shoot the video with him and stuff, and I think Z did most of the heavy lifting, and I just lended the production side and my verse.
I mean,
No, go ahead.
no, you please.
No, go ahead, Z. Go ahead.
Oh, well, just Nombe said I did most of the heavy lifting, but I don't know if I fully agree. I said to somebody recently that that this was really a song that certain songs you have a collaboration and it almost feels like forced, like, oh, they just wanted a feature there. And this song is like, to me, is the opposite. Like it wasn't complete, and Nombe came and like completed it, and I'm like, oh, this is what the song is supposed to be. So it was for me, a really beautiful collaboration.
No, yeah, and I totally agree. There are some songs like I feel like that, some people will kind of not force, but just kind of add on a feature on it. But I love that for you guys, it was something that really came together for the both of you. And I love the vibe of the song because even though it's like a little bit sad, you kind of can still low key vibe to it. You're just kind of like, okay, even though it's like something that a lot of us have experienced in our life, I feel like it's very relatable for a lot of people. So to everybody tuning in, if you haven't listened to the newest collaboration, of course, of Zeke and Nombe, it's called Could Have Been a Phone Call. It's available on multiple digital streaming platforms, and you guys can listen to it everywhere. But also, we're really excited for stuff that you guys will be doing individually as well. So is there anything we can look forward to coming from you guys? Anything you've been working on after this collaboration? Maybe we can start off with Zeke.
Sure. Yeah, I have a few songs coming out. Well, I have one song in particular that's going to be in season 2 of this show with Zac Efron on Netflix called Down to Earth, where he like travels around.
Yes.
I had a song in the first season, and they're licensing, like, there should be about 3 of my songs in season 2, and one of them I'm gonna basically be releasing kind of in conjunction with the show this summer. So that's something I'm really excited for. That song is called Long Story Short, which Nombe has heard that song, and in some ways it kind of like started a little bit of our musical back and forth by me sending him that track. So yeah, I'm stoked for Long Story Short.
Oh, we have that to look forward to. What a full circle moment. Now we're talking about your collaboration and, sending all of this music to each other. We love to see it. So we have that to look forward to, you guys. But how about you, Nombe? Like, is there anything we can look forward to coming from you in terms of music as well?
Yeah. I'm always working on new music and constantly working on the next album, and have a few more collabs coming out. I'm working with an artist named Young Bay, which is more like future disco funk stuff, and just so many different people. Sometimes I forget even what we're working on, but I'm most excited about my stuff always. It's my baby, and I what else are we doing? I mean, I have sessions coming up. Like, I'm going to Denmark this weekend to work with an artist, which I'm really excited about, and then be working in Amsterdam and in Holland, and then the UK for a while. Yeah. Sorry
We got
again
you.
about the construction. So bad.
He's also
No
he's also building a building over there.
Yeah, obviously. We have that to look forward to as well. physically building stuff. No, but we're really excited. I mentioned Youngbae. I love Youngbae so much to have had him on the show. Great guys. So we have that to look forward to, you guys. A lot of stuff coming for both Zeke and Nombe coming very soon. But for now, make sure to stream their newest collaboration. Once again called Could Have Been a Phone Call. But thank you so much, Zeke and Nombe, for joining us here on Mix today. It was great talking to both of you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you. And thank you as well to everybody who tuned in live here. Thank you. And thank you to everybody who tuned in live on Mix as well. Once again, this has been Sam with 2M's with Zeke, Finn, and Nombe. Thank you, everybody.
Woohoo!
Woo!